What is going on, boys? The Phillies now drop 5 of their last 6. Jake Arrieta on the mound tonight. He goes 6 innings. He allowed a few homers. And we couldn't get the job done tonight. We fall. We fall to the Blue Jays in Game 1 of this series. And I know I keep talking about it. And I know a lot of people are giving up on this team. And I get it's a tough stretch right now. But I am trying. And I'm not going to say it's over. I'm not going to say it's over until it's over. The Braves end up losing tonight too, which obviously helps. Now, this is a game where you think, damn, we should have taken advantage of that. It could have helped us out if we get a win and they lose. But it could have been worse because they could have won tonight. So, listen, the score is 4-2. We score early in this game. We were hitting the ball left and right early on in this game, and I was really excited. We did leave a guy stranded on third base in the first inning, and I thought to myself, that might actually come back to bite us. It did. Then we have an opportunity with Scott Kingery coming around third. He gets absolutely hosed out from center field. He got out at home plate, and, I get it, trying to force the run in. I do, because we lack offense and trying to score and trying to push it. I get it. But if we held him at third, it could have been first and third, 1 out. It's easier said now because the run did not score. I get that. And knowing how bad our offense can be at times, do you try and force it? Do you try and get that run in? I mean, don't get me wrong. That was an absolute hose. It was a cannon, and it was right on the money to get Scott Kingery out. But hindsight, looking at it, first and third, 1 out, it's tough. I'm not going to absolutely criticize it. I kind of like being aggressive. At that moment, I liked forcing the defense to try and have to get him out, and they made the play. They did. But I like having to force it on them to make the play. So I'm not going to crush the third base coach for attempting to send Scott Kingery home. So we don't cash in there. We did have chances early on. I mean, we were really seeing the baseball well. I thought it was going to be a really nice offensive game for this squad, but obviously we only end up scoring those 2 runs. So Jake Arrieta obviously missing some spots here. He allowed a solo shot, and then he allowed a 2-run bomb, which was an absolute monster crush to center field to make the score 3-1. Then they tack on another run on a single, 4-1, and then Scott Kingery ends up hitting a solo shot late in the ball game, 4-2, and that's all she wrote. We did have chances with some guys on here and there, couldn't really produce. Rhys Hoskins had an opportunity at one point in this game with men on to make a splash, to make some kind of noise. We couldn't get that done. Scott Kingery had a couple hits today, though. Cesar Hernandez with 3 hits. He went 3 for 5. And we were talking about him for a little bit on him really being bad. Him having a really poor performance in that stretch. And he's starting to come out of it a little bit, but we're losing baseball games. We're losing baseball games. Jake Arrieta goes 6, 4 earned runs, a couple dingers. I'm trying, boys. I'm trying to not give up. I'm trying to sit here and not give up on this baseball team. I'm trying my very best. But we dropped 5 of 6 in a very crucial part of the season. What are you going to do, right? I actually think we hit the ball pretty well today. We had 10 hits and only scored 2 runs. But 10 hits. We did have 1 error. Shocker. Roman had a couple hits. I'm just looking for some kind of positives here. I don't know. Here, I'm looking at stat lines. What do you want me to do? I'm trying to keep it alive. I'm trying to. I want to be watching this team for the rest of the season. I want to be engaged. And in reality, we're still in the same spot we were before this game. So it could have been worse. That Miami Marlins win over the Braves helped us out. Am I being greedy, thinking how much sweeter it would have been if we won this baseball game? Yes. But at the end of the day, it could have been worse. We could have dropped another game back. We're in the same position we were. Am I a little bit nervous with what Arrieta's been bringing to the table? He has his moments where he does very well, but he has his moments where it's bad. It's bad. Would I say the worst game ever? No, absolutely not. But 2 crucial home runs that he let up. They did the damage. It was enough. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.